Hi everyone, this is U.S. immigration lawyer Michael Ashoori, and in today's video I want to talk about President Trump's immigration executive order that temporarily suspended immigration to the United States. We've been getting a lot of questions about this, and there seems to be a lot of confusion. And actually, as many of you remember, there was a tweet that went out. And when the tweet went out, it was very scary because people didn't know how extreme the executive order was going to be. But it turned out that the executive order wasn't as serious as many people expected it to be. So in today's video, I want to talk about 5 facts specifically about this executive order to help clear any confusion that might be out there. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori. I'm an immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. We serve all 50 states. We work with clients worldwide. And that's a little bit about me. We regularly post immigration content, immigration videos, updating you on changes that are going on with immigration. So if you want to see more of our content, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can drop the questions in the comments below. I personally go in and answer the questions. So that being a quick intro, let's start with the beginning of everything. On April 22nd, 2020, President Trump signed an executive order temporarily suspending immigration to the United States. That's the topic of this video. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is that, and corresponding to fact number 1, is that the executive order suspends the issuance of immigrant visas for 60 days. So that's kind of the scope of the suspension, is that it suspends the issuance of immigrant visas for 60 days. Now, in reality, this executive order doesn't really change things. And the reason why it doesn't really change things is because of fact number 2. So check this out. On March 18th, the State Department canceled all routine immigrant and non-immigrant visa appointments. So this was over a month. See, the executive order took place on April 22nd, 2020. Way back on March 18th, the State Department already canceled all routine immigrant and non-immigrant visa appointments. So the consulates and the embassies were already not processing or handling visa appointments to issue new visas. So in reality, this executive order didn't do much to change what was already in effect over a month earlier, based on the coronavirus precautions that were already taking place. So it may come as a shock to you, but not much changed with this executive order. So if you're really freaking out about the executive order, it's important to know that not much really changed from what was already in effect. And that's as of this current executive order. Things could change in the future, and there are talks of further limitations coming down the pipeline. Perhaps there's going to be more orders coming into effect which are broader and more all-encompassing. But for today's executive order that we're talking about, as you can see, it doesn't really change what's been already going on. Now, fact number 3. This executive order only applies to immigrant visas, which are green cards. Non-immigrant visas are not targeted by this executive order. So people that are seeking non-immigrant visas, temporary visas, visitor visas, for example, an L1 visa or an E2 visa, they're not specifically targeted by this executive order. This executive order is mainly targeting immigrant visas. So those of you that are seeking a green card. Moving on. Fact number 4. The executive order only applies to people who are outside of the United States. This is very important. As I mentioned earlier in this video, the executive order is targeting people that are applying for an immigrant visa. However, if you're already in the United States in a lawful status of some kind, and you would like to adjust your status, those are still available. Those are not affected by this executive order. So let's say you're already in the United States and you're here on a visitor visa, or you're here on some sort of non-immigrant visa. Let's say you're here on an H-1B visa, or you're here on a student visa, and you get married to a US citizen, for example, you can still process your adjustment of status in the United States, and that is not affected by this executive order. So that's fact number 4. And that's what I mentioned in this slide right here. I say if you are lawfully present in the United States, you may still apply for an adjustment of status to obtain your green card. Now, the last fact that I want to mention to you is that there are many exceptions and exemptions to this executive order, meaning that there are many classifications of people who are not impacted by this executive order. For example, people that are applying for an EB-5 visa are not targeted by this executive order. Similarly, if you are applying for an immigrant visa based as the spouse or child of a US citizen, you are similarly not targeted by this executive order. You are exempt from the executive order. Now, I hope that this helped you guys and provides some clarification on this executive order that many people are scared of. And I totally understand. We're in a period right now with immigration law where things are not how they normally are. People are worried, people are scared, and there's a lot of misinformation going around. So it's important to know the facts. We're going to constantly be providing information on U.S. immigration in general. And if you guys have any questions in particular that you'd like to know about, just go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I read the comments, and yeah, we'd be happy to help you. I've also, in the description below, I'm putting a special link where you guys can click and schedule a free consultation with us. Our offices are open. We're helping our clients. We're helping people that have questions, that are confused about what's going on. So I have a link below where you can click and schedule a free consultation with us. We'd be happy to answer your questions. Again, if you have any questions that you just, you want to hopefully just want to get an answer to, you can drop them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. One last thing. If you guys are happy with the videos that we're putting out, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. We're regularly putting out U.S. immigration videos. At least once a week, we're putting out new immigration videos, sometimes more than that. And the best way to stay updated with our videos is to subscribe to our channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video.